take it to the impound lot or whatever, because
Okay.
we're not gonna try to figure it out. I mean, I'm sure we could line it up with the road department, but Tom's got other stuff going anyways, so. But yeah, that's been my big deal this week of dealing with that. I did have one bidder reach out this morning, so a part of it, you have to have that UEI number, the SAM number. And so he didn't have one, and he's put in for it or whatever. And I told him, you know, because the bids are due next week or whatever, and then we don't open them until the following week anyways. I said, go ahead, submit what you have, and then when you do get it or whatever, send me the number and then I'll attach it for him.
Okay.
And he's also sending the receipt showing that he's paid for it and all that, so. But, and I think that, because, I mean, God, I don't know how many, I probably talked to 20 different people about bids and that, so I'm sure when they get to that part, if they don't have it, that will probably deter a lot of them, so. But, yeah, I'm assuming, I don't know if any bids have came in yet for the mail, but, I'm assuming we'll have a handful of them, so.
Usually
Monty,
we do
did we
come-
ever get that check for 520? Did we ever get that reimbursement for
No,
520?
Yes.
We did.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yes, yes, we did.
Are you worried?
No, I just.
He might be worried, but I was extremely worried about it, so.
You,
Yeah.
you really
He
were.
might have wrote the check, but it was my fault for writing the check, so.
No, okay, I just, that's great.
So, and then also, Mark did come in and we discussed with him, cause we've given him plenty of time to get out of there. And so, obviously I've been in there this week and there is still a ton of stuff.
Oh, come
So, he has, so the bidding, or, we are gonna open the bids on the 26th. He has the morning of the 29th, we are going to go get the keys from him.
on.
So if he does not have it out, it gets demoed, whatever's in.
Okay,
So
he
we
understands
have-
that, that's good.
Yeah. So, cause.
He really came out, I know he was sweating that, he came out quite nicely on this
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
so.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
deed's not in his name, of course.
No,
The
no,
guy,
it's,
he's not all there. He's not thinking clear. Thank God we got the deed, because
yes,
Amen.
yeah, cause, I mean, he's had ample time
you
and,
could talk to him to the end of the day and,
yeah, he says that, you know, he's asked people to come help and, you know, they tell him no kind of thing, so it's just him and
yeah.
Bobby or whatever the guy's name is, so. Which, I mean, they've made progress, obviously, I mean, I haven't been down there a ton, but from when I went in February to now, yeah, the kitchen is like ripped out basically, so, which
Well,
is,
whatever he doesn't get done, it kinda maybe just adds to the demo.
Yeah.
wow, a lot
I
of
mean,
it is
it's-
just,
When
like,
they look at it, they're gonna bid it as they see it, right?
Yes.
yeah,
They might be, do they have salvage rights to anything other than what we'd identified? And maybe it doesn't matter, but if.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I'm thinking if he was gonna get out everything that he thought was of value, and there still might be something.
So
of
he
value.
was, in the deal that we have with Mark or whatever, he can't, like, he can get rid of like the tables, chairs, all that crap kind of thing. But anything that was bolted down, basically, like the
Okay.
air conditioners, that's ours, that kind of
Yeah.
thing, any of that stuff, so.
He's got any big nice cutting boards in there?
No, there's
No,
nothing nice in there. trust me.
no, it's,
It's a bad kitchen.
yeah,
It's
it's in rough shape to say
A
the
few
least.
miles dropped.
Rough.
Any dishes left?
Oh, you know.
I don't think so, that was in his auction sale. When I was down there, like, if you need some Christmas decorations, there's some
Yeah.
Christmas stuff in there,
No.
so.
You need dishes?
There's some
No.
5-gallon buckets of grease there, I think.
You could probably have some old hamburger or something like that.
No, no, I think his cooking days there were gone.
Long ago.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
long ago. Oh, yeah.
I think in like April was probably like the last time he was open for food or whatever. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to stop doing that. So.
Yes.
And then
Oh, shucks.
he's having the water shut off next week, and then once he's out of there, we'll contact, I don't know if it's Northwest or whoever to get the power shut off.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
so
and
it's
then-
moving along, and you got a lot of interest demo-wise, so
Oh,
some
gosh,
some
yeah.
good bids.
Yeah, I've had tons of people reach out. A couple of them have came up. They're both out of Billings that came up.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that have reached out to me from in Roundup, they've been there. They know what they're looking at. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
numbers and that, like, they know what they're getting into, so. And then, Justin wanted me to tell you that he had got stuff turned in for EMPG for third and fourth quarter. Don't know what happened on the state's end there, like Justin had already turned it in once, and it's not showing up on Amplifund or whatever, so he had to go back. So we had to reach out to Justine to get like salary stuff and all that,
Okay.
so he turned it in again and they saw it this time, so we're good there. And then he got the last bit for the CWPP reimbursement.
Very
So
good,
he's done some-
$6,500 or something.
Yeah, yep, so we'll probably
Yeah,
see
isn't
that.
that
in
scary
another
that I
week.
knew that?
That was impressive, yeah, because I was gonna say, it's like right around $6,000.
I saw that, it was this negative cash deal.
Right, so, and then I believe Justina had sent out like a budget already to him. or-
Yeah,
he
and
looked
apparently
over
we
it.
didn't transfer the 15,000.
I think so, yeah.
But other than that, it looked good. Justin sent her
Yep,
a thing on that, and I think I told her, and that's honestly, that's my fault. That I'm the one that gave her those, it was scheduled page 55, and I didn't do that. But there was plenty of money there to handle, so, understood.
and then the only other thing, we had the LAPC meeting, so you guys were part of that, so.
I saw the, when I visited that remotely, I saw the pizza, and I went,
Yeah,
"God."
I think we were muted when I looked up and I saw you and I said, I can't get pizza on my computer,
like,
man.
what the hell?
So, and that went pretty smoothly, I think. Already had a few people turn in that little questionnaire type thing, so. But I think next week Justin will turn that stuff into the state, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, good report, and like I said, there's, the response time on these fires are
Yeah.
really.
Well, I was impressed because I don't know how many units we ended up having at Evans, but how quickly they got to Rowan, which is way out south of Millstone and that, I mean, that was
Yeah, I mean.
pretty quick, so.
They need an attaboy.
Yeah.
Where was that fire?
The Rowan one was at 41 Rowan Road, so off of,
Same one.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was out there.
Oh,
I was just letting him know, yeah.
Were you there?
no, I was at my office.
Has it been determined what started that fire?
That one, I would assume lightning, because there were several strikes in that area.
Has there been a report made? I would imagine there has to be.
I haven't seen anything yet, so.
It was on my ranch, by the way.
All part of it got to
49
you.
acre fire.
Really?
I don't know. That's not nothing, but I guess it could have been a lot worse, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, always. I was headed out there just to go bull hunting
Mm,
and ran into it.
yeah, because.
Yeah, and the grass was this high.
It is. Yeah,
I
very
mean,
much.
shit, man, that thing could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're like they had the airship out there.
Yeah, they had to get one, because you wouldn't have just put that out.
So was that out in Fishel, or was that?
It was out to the head of Hawk Creek,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because.
right next to the Jim Brown Ranch, which is, I can tell you, it's cornered to the property that the mine owns.
Mm,
Was the other one though that you said that didn't show the Evans didn't show the strike was necessary?
Evans didn't show a strike close to it. The Rowan Road one, yes, there was literally strikes on Hawk Creek Road, so, yeah. Yeah, because as soon as that one got called in, I turned on our Interra or whatever and sent pictures to Justin to let him know exactly where lighting, I mean, as much as it.
And you guys email South that strike thing, don't you? I've seen a lot of his emails.
Yeah, I think he emailed one from the other night when it happened, and then, like Sean, he came in from Evans or whatever, we were looking, and, cause obviously we sent a ton of units out then to Rowan. We kept a couple back just in case, cause there were several strikes in the Bunny Creek area, so. Didn't want them all on one side of the county and having nothing, so we kept one Roundup unit and one Bull Mountain unit stayed back just in case, so. But for out at that one, we had, Hawk Creek had their dozer, and then, gosh, I don't know how many we ended up having out there between DNRC and our guys, probably 10 units. So, cause I think DNRC sent 3 or 4 plus the EVO, so. You know,
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand how excellent our fire resources are in
Oh,
this
yeah.
county, you know.
they're on top of things, well. And I don't know if you guys follow our Facebook very much, but, there were a few comments on it from Wednesday night or whatever that kinda made it seem like our guys were just sitting out there and not doing anything. And, I mean, there were a few units that were told to stay out by the mine or whatever to see if you see anything. And we had, I mean, Justin went basically all the way to the South Repeater. So he was out there off of like Sando Road, and then we had some off of Raider Road, Big Clearing, Fatty Creek, I mean, we were all over the place. So they just see the couple of units that are sitting by the mine and they think nothing was happening. It's like, well, little do you know.
Facebook comments are near,
Oh,
discounted.
Well, yeah, they're really
Completely,
kicked out,
because
they're
And
outrageous.
you see who did it, and they're the very people that you don't even wanna
Yeah.
associate with in the least, because they don't have a brain God gave them, mushroom. They're
Yeah.
those kind of people, because they never will say anything to anyone up front. It's always online.
Oh, yeah, your keyboard warriors.
They don't want you to know who the hell they are.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors, yeah.
But, and that's the worst, like, I wish that, you know, pretty much anything we post, I would love to just turn off comments, but when it comes to a fire or whatever, you know, we leave them on there, that way, hey, if, you know, say it's your property and you're not around, somebody can tag you in it kind of thing.
Yeah,
That way you get a notification saying, you know, but it's a prime example of why we don't post recs, you know, I definitely don't need to give you an address of where it is, you don't need to get in the way.
yeah, amen, amen.
So, and like, what drives me nuts is when they're like any updates and it's like been an hour into it and I'm like, no, like, you understand how this works? Like, it takes 1 minute to get there. They gotta figure out what's going on exactly, you know, what's burning. So
Well,
sometimes I
the
love to
reason you
just,
don't bill that is because they're not doing anything.
yeah, exactly, you know,
Just
just sitting around,
yes,
so,
sitting
yeah.
around, not doing anything.
As a rule.
Yeah. But I have learned, like, when I post stuff for, like, the road department will ask me, you know, say when they're trying to hire somebody or whatever, turn the comments off for that one, because I don't need to see, wow, they don't pay enough, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care, shut up. The best is, like, most of them, they don't even live in our county. And it's like, why are you commenting on it? It has nothing to do with you, just shut up.
What was it,
Because they have no other way of being them.
Exactly, yeah. Drives me bonkers. If it wasn't for work, I wouldn't have social media at all. I hate it with a passion, so.
Yeah, worst thing that happened, social media,
It's terrible.
right next to 24-hour news.
It's fair,
Exactly,
yeah.
That's
exactly.
terrible. We used to listen to Walter Cronkite.
Would be fine.
Got everything we needed to
You
know.
believed him.
Yep,
Well, now it's just inundated.
somebody hiccups and you find out about
During
it.
3 years of Charlie, 3 days of Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big
That's
one.
It'll be going on for a while yet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'll go, I think his funeral's
It'll go
next
for a month.
weekend or something, so
It'll go for a
it'll be
month.
going through that, we can guarantee it.
Oh, it really is.
Because I believe Trump's going to the funeral, he said, so that'll be a big hoopty of that, so.
Yeah.
It'll be something.
But the children got killed in Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Never mind.
Well, okay, good work. Tell everybody, great job.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Darren, did you say September 29th?
Cheryl, was this
Start or
No, demo's not going to start on the 29th, so even
When?
with, well, I don't know when we'll start the actual demolition.
After-
Because one, now that we have to have somebody come up to do that asbestos check or whatever, it could
It's
be a
gonna be
couple
late.
weeks before we even get them up here.
So it's gonna be October.
I would say at earliest October, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change it.
So, cause they open the bids. So calendar
over here.
Oh,
So
there.
bids are due next Friday, they have till the end of the day on Friday to get them in, and then we will open them the following Friday when we come in.
Yeah,
with
so we
everything.
have to wait, okay.
So,
And we
yeah,
gotta wait for asbestos.
yep, so,
It will be October.
yep, and, you know.
What about his, I know everybody's worried about the sign.
So,
Okay.
the deal with the sign is the sign will come down when demolition starts. There's a company that has purchased the part that says the Busy Bee part or whatever. We keep the rest, the horse and the marquee part.
Okay,
And that company or whatever, they will come up when the sign is coming down, that way they can take their part off. The demo crews will then just remove the horse and that until demolition is complete, and they put their gravel back over the top and that, and then it will go back up in its spot.
got it.
Yep.
So,
I'll just put
and
the
then
sign.
we can use that marquee for anything we want, basically, just saying, welcome to Roundup, whatever you guys wanna put, so.
Marking the
and-
horse rename.
Yep, yeah, and the 2 trees that are there, we plan on keeping them as well, cause I had a couple phone calls about that, yeah. We don't plan on demoing that kind of stuff, the sidewalk and that stays, like, we're just after the building,
Right.
that is it, so.
Okay, thank you.
Take it all out, fill it with dirt, and then put gravel over the top, that is the, the main plan, so.
Got it.
Well, that's very good.
Yep.
Thank you.
And it'll happen fast once it happens, but I think the only real delay, the 29th was when you were gonna take the keys, right?
The keys, that's, yeah, 29th was.
Yeah, the 29th is the morning we're gonna go get the keys.
Get the keys, so
Yeah.
that's his last date to get stuff out of
Yeah.
there. And then this demo start will be mainly dependent on what Tetra Tech finds. right?
Yeah, it'll be up to Tetra Tech to tell
Can
us
they
where
respond
name.
pretty quick to do their inspection?
So, when I was talking to one of the bidders, he said it could be up to 2 to 3 weeks for somebody to come up. When I spoke to the guy at Tetra Tech, he said he would get me the proposal as quickly as possible, so I'm assuming maybe to this
Yeah, they've been
afternoon or-
enormously responsive on the Weir building. They know who we are. I'd be
Yeah, 'cause-
surprised if they don't jump through hoops to.
When I said I was with Muscle County, they're like, oh yeah, we have a contract with you, yep, we
Yep.
can do this, so.
Mhm.
And, cause there was a list of like 7 of them, and I just started at the top of the list, and the company that I called said that they didn't do like the check of it, they did the removal.
Yeah.
And they said, the company you wanna call is Tetra
Tetra Tech,
Tech,
yeah.
so,
Mhm.
and I'm like, alright, cool, cause I'm not looking for removal, cause
Yep.
it should all be gone anyways, so we'll just have them, they'll send their bid, and we'll be like, okay, sounds great, and let's go,
Yep.
so.
Very good.
And since we have a contract with them, we don't really
The
have
only
to
thing
put
is,
it out.
we got a
for-
contract, but when they claim it, make sure it gets coded, right?
Yeah.
It's claimed.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't have to put it out
No,
for
no, no,
other
we-
people,
yeah.
so whatever they come up with, I'm sure we'll be good with,
Yeah, they've been really good.
Okay.
so. Yep, that is where we are at with that, so.
Okay,
Alrighty then.
appreciate it, sir. Are you gonna golf this weekend?
I am, I'm playing in the IGA tournament, I wasn't going to play.
Where's that at?
It's here, like Dave and Joe, they put it on, it's.
Oh, IGA.
IGA, yep, it's a 4-person scramble, and my buddy, the one who lives on Big Clearing, he got a hold of me the other night and asked me if I'd play, so. I was like, well, I was pretty much retired for the year, cause I literally have sold my irons that I have or whatever, so I was gonna buy new ones next year, and so I got a guy coming this afternoon to pick up my old irons, and now I have to borrow Cody Sandelson's irons for the weekend, so.
Sounds like fun though.
Oh yeah, it'll be a blast. Like, I will see probably a few people that you know. John Thomas will be there from Morrison Merrily, so
Oh, yeah.
he's always a good time at that thing. So, yeah.
Well, that's great.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
Well,
Thanks for
Hey.
the info.
you bet. Anytime. So, and as soon as the Tetra Tech thing comes in, I'll send it off to you guys. So
Okay,
just make sure it's approved and good to go.
Thanks.
all right, thanks a lot.
You bet. See. Yeah.
Gentlemen, can I ask you, I had the budget for the refuse, it said, Justina said it has to be signed and returned by the 15th, which is Monday.
Well,
I
Do
don't
you
know
have
about
to,
that.
have you, okay,
I've contacted Terry and told him,
okay. The idea is that she wants to make sure you guys, acknowledge you've seen it, and if you have any issues with it.
Okay,
And I wanted to get, we would really, like, you could say, you know, we'd like for you to sit down with me and go over it with us, we'd love to do that.
yeah, so I don't know,
But the whole point is that everybody knows that this didn't occur in a vacuum, and that this is their budget, and if they got a problem with it, to speak up.
okay.
And,
So, my question is, if he can't do anything by Monday, I told him he has until the
well,
15th.
if he can try and at least do a cursory review or something, or at least,
Okay,
but if he can't, we understand.
okay,
And like I told you, the only things we did different with you was, I think we raised the estimated revenue,
right,
and I cut you from 110 to 90 for the piece of equipment. But I kinda wanna go over it all, so you
Over why you
guys all
did
know
what you
that,
did.
that's what. And remember, I promised you I'd go over the 5-year plan with you too,
Mhm.
so you'd see why.
correct.
When you do that, you can see, well, you know, we might go into the red this year, but if we don't wanna buy this equipment next year, we're in the black.
Right.
When you raised the revenue, didn't you have to come up with 35,000 from another source?
Yeah, I did, we gave you 35 grand, because even when I raised the revenue,
It wasn't.
the estimated revenue plus didn't allow you to spend 90 grand on a piece of
Okay.
equipment. So I said, I can cut them, you know, but it's like, well, they need to, I understood you thought you needed to buy something this
Yeah,
year,
we need to buy something,
so.
I think we need to get rid of that John Deere thing, or at least fix it every year or something. Didn't we talk about the John Deere, is it the front loader?
Well, that
Skid steer.
skid steer, they do need to fix it, keep it going as best they can. Prior to this year, they didn't even have a maintenance agreement on it, I
Right.
mean, no. They
See,
didn't
you're not
follow
fo-
anything.
In that 5-year plan, there was $26,000 a year for maintenance.
Mm-hmm,
And that was based on each piece of equipment got so many hours every, you know, it was kind of thought out that
right,
you'd have an agreement with somebody, they'd charge you like $115 an hour, and they'd come out and they'd do the maintenance on the things. And what we need to make sure is going on there is that there's somebody's actually doing that, because when we left it up to the refuse personnel, it didn't happen.
It didn't
Correct.
happen, and they were, yeah,
And that's
exactly.
not their expertise, and so it was worth just budgeting, paying somebody, and that's their job. And I understood they had somebody that worked on that equipment.
right. Yeah, they
So-
found somebody,
That was the thinking.
It was extremely costly, they were just constantly fixing something out there for,
correct,
and we're
It was
talking about the refuse, man, it's not like they're having to dig and build a earthen dam out there or anything, I mean,
nickel and
my
dime,
God.
yeah, it was,
You know, My understanding, a lot of those repairs would just be due to a lack
They
of
just
maintenance.
jump in there, yeah, they didn't even check the oil, jump in there and turn it on.
yeah, not checking anything, so now that's a little bit better, I think.
I think there's been movement right, in the right ways, but when you understand, when you understand the assumptions that went into the planning,
Sure,
it helps. And then I think the board's all on board, but, it's really not rocket science, because your budget is not that difficult. It's,
no,
the
it's
public,
really
it's, you know,
straightforward, yeah.
yeah, but it's how much revenue you think you're gonna get, and you raised the taxes and all that good stuff.
And when talking to Ryan, he's going to readjust that one charge and give us a big credit, but then going forward, that'll help a little bit.
Oh, you
Yeah,
bet,
it's gonna
you bet.
come down, he's actually gonna give us I'll bet he
MOU.
won't, what he won't do, he won't actually give us the money, he'll just give it credit on the bill.
Mhm.
But he's going to go retro back
Retroactive.
to what?
The first of the year
January.
is.
Yeah.
January, on an overcharge.
Really?
Oh, that's my fault. Well, he acknowledged that, so,
I have to give him credit for it.
yeah, so that'll help.
Well, then that's great, but let's see if he does it.
Exactly.
Well,
Call him to task on that. Don't get an MOU to us, I'm gonna say, hey, remember Ryan? You said you were going to do X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
he wasn't happy with Norma and I because we went over there to his office when he wasn't.
Cornered him.
Well, we ended up talking to, I know it was his boss, but he doesn't.
His boss, yeah.
He didn't like, he did not refer to him as that. He says he's in charge of that issue and I'm in charge of my issue.
But he was the chief of operations, so
And
I
I
think it
know that
was
he
his
was,
boss.
yeah, exactly. But anyway, the long and short of it, he was a little bit upset with it.
Miffed.
But I says, look, we've called you, and you don't show up.
Yeah, you don't
We've
like
asked
this
for
going.
answers and you don't call
Yeah.
back.
What recourse do we have?
Mm-hmm.
It says, well, and he was getting a little, cause he was a little agitated, and I says, you know what, refuse, we're not talking about the nicest thing in the county. We're talking about something that people don't really like to have to deal with.
Right.
And so we fully understand, you need to understand, and of course, all of us need to understand, you know, what you're having to deal with. We really appreciate you coming over,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna have to deal with people who are not very happy.
Yeah,
Look what we had
especially
today.
since they got their bill go up, you know.
18%,
yeah.
come on, 18%, yeah.
I thought it ended up
It ended
okay
up
at the end of the day.
It did.
It was okay.
It was okay. He kind of settled down a little bit, but oh my word.
Well, and the reason I want you guys to understand the numbers and the 5-year plan is because I'm expecting scrutiny when you get
Mm-hmm.
your tax bill. It goes, somebody said, well, how did you determine that? Well, this is how it was determined.
Correct.
And it wasn't done lightly. There was a lot of thought that went into it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. We didn't just willy-nilly decide to do
So
this.
it's completely justified in terms of, and we'll see if, you know, we'll see how much revenue we actually get.
So Norma, if you could talk to Bill,
Mhm.
you know, today may not even be a bad day. He could come in and he could talk to Bob, and,
Okay.
and
And
we
you
could
too.
explain to him what.
Well, he can't this afternoon because we have the museum.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
Bill.
maybe
well, at some point,
maybe
we need to visit with him about what the parameters that he can put together for potential, engineering report on a new dump site.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Cause he was kinda stuck on that the other day, but I says,
Yeah.
go ahead, we'll do a potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and really the piece there is, what do we think we're gonna be paying? It's kinda simple. What do you think you're gonna be paying
20% every
Republic
week, every year.
for the next few years, and what's it gonna cost you to do it, and then when's, cause to me, they're borderline making it, I think that,
Too
you know,
expensive.
one thing to have our own site, I honestly think that they're so high that if we could just get a dump price in Billings, it would pencil out for us to have our own trucks and containers
If you
and
can
running.
do that, yeah, if you
Yeah,
can do that.
so, yeah, all of that, so we've got a couple options out there. But Republic has crept up so much that it's, but I'm afraid, I hate to say it, I'm not gonna use the word corrupt, but I think it's locked.
Well, he
You know.
did say that the landfill's price is gonna go up again and you're gonna get another upcharge.
Which is a pass-through cost
Yeah.
that we have to suffer
Right,
that comes from the city of Billings.
City of Billings, yeah.
Ryan says, well, it ain't us, we're not collecting that money. Well, we have to pay it, but it's not our fault that it's going out.
Right, I understand it, I understand what he's saying. That's probably the biggest expense of all of this, is the dump fee per ton.
Mhm.
And why can't a county bring its own trash in and pay that dump fee? But I'm hearing there's all kinds of issues, that Republic gets a different rate, or you can't because you need a special permit.
Yeah.
And I think it's bureaucratically messed up on purpose.
Oh, well, I'm sure it is.
But it may not be, I mean, that's the whole point, is it might be worth looking into. Anyway, okay,
Okay, well anyways, okay, thank you.
because when I examined all the expenses, that was it was what you're paying per ton and how many tons you're moving was the
Yes.
biggest thing.
Exactly, exactly.
Makes sense.
All right, guys,
Thank you,
lunch, you ready to go lunch?
Yeah,
thank you.
good deal.
I hate to say it, but I think it's my turn to buy, you're going to lunch, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is a chance for you to recoup your buying last time.
Yeah.
Or to buy again, you could buy again. Not to make you
I
feel
don't
bad or
know if
anything.
that's in the budget here this time.
Since you're leaving,
Yeah, well, I just,
extra up to $100 on the MREs for hunting season.
Oh, well,
That way I have dinner to carry with me.
I'll meet you guys out the truck, I got this restaurant.